Rohan Kanhai, the West Indian legend, was one of the best cricketers of all time. When Sunil Gavaskar went to West Indies as a novice to play his first Test series there, Rohan Kanhai saw the potential in young Gavaskar. In spite of being the opposition, he took it upon himself to nurture him. He would spend hours off the field giving batting tips to Gavaskar and would grunt in disapproval whenever Gavaskar made a mistake on the field. Gavaskar considers Kanhai as his mentor and even named his son after him. Cricket is a sport which has been a witness to many such incidents, proving that it is indeed a gentleman's game. Today, Simbly Chumma is going to list out the top 5 instances where the players have put the spirit of the sport above themselves and the game. Before we start our countdown, let's take a look at the Missed by That Much segment.
New Zealand are normally a good outfit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, if Asad Rauf is calling for the television umpire, I don't think that it's a case of judging whether Collingwood is out of his ground. He was way out of his ground.
But he's gone. Now a big issue for Vettori. He's going to go to his team and discuss what do we do here, chaps. And it caused all sorts of problems. Now what happened? He just wanders out of his crease, I think. Yeah, he does. Well, technically it's out. Now, has Daryl Harper, though, called over before that hit the stump?
Was out of his ground. Out.
I think this is what it might be about. How deep are those guys? Paul Collingwood was England's captain. He didn't call back Grant Elliott, who had an incident with Ryan Sidebottom. They ran into each other, and there was a lot of animosity. Now, there's a lot of chat out there right now.
Strauss calling back Matthews. The umpires not allowing Graham Smith a runner. Right, so we have a resolution here, folks, and forgive us for the pause in bringing you the exact information, which we shall over the course. I would assume that Daryl Harper and Daniel Vettori. Right, Daniel Vettori.
Very good delivery. Oh, Rampal. Yes, he's gone. Tendulkar went of his own volition.
Look at that. They're wondering what happened. What happened? Everybody's wondering. Look at that delivery. Shaw climbing up just a little bit and a thick edge. Or did he go off the glove? Ravi Rampal was pretty confident. Tendulkar walked. It's 8 for 1.
Well, he didn't even stand up, he just walked. Broad has picked up his second wicket in his second over. Kumar Sangakkara.
This is the second time the wicketkeeper hasn't heard it, and he had the bowler for company. There it is, and just takes the catch. I've seen Sangakkara walk. I think he also believes in the Gilchrist theory that if you're out, you walk. But this time, even the bowler didn't hear it. Made life simpler for the umpire, but Sangakkara is gone and Sri Lanka in deep trouble now. 42 for 4.
Number 5, Gilchrist walking away incident. Adam Gilchrist is one of the most respected cricketers in the world. Everyone knows he's a walker, but this incident is special. Adam Gilchrist's famous walk in the semi-final of the 2003 World Cup was lauded by many as a benchmark of sportsmanship and fair play.
It's in the air and up she goes. Not out, says the umpire. He's walking. Wow, there we are. That's great to see. Here we are in the semi-final of World Cup cricket, and Adam Gilchrist has played a sweep shot. They've gone up. The umpire didn't look to me as if he was going to give him out, and Adam Gilchrist has walked off the ground. That is great.
Number 4, the Ashes, 2005. Both Flintoff and Rettley are known for their aggression, but Flintoff's compassion for Lee during the 2005 Ashes Test summed up the essence of sportsmanship.
Jumping up in the air, England have won. He surely was pleased with that, but he didn't. He just went over to the guy who's fought and nearly won the match for Australia.
Victory by 2 runs.
I feel this big hand come over my back, and it was Freddie. I look up and he pulled me up, and that's when that moment happened, when he patted me on the back, and he said something on the lines. I still can't remember what he said because it happened so quickly and I was caught up with the emotion, but
I just went over on one knee and went down and shook his hand, but I just thought it was the right thing to do.
Number 3, Dhoni asking Ian Bell to come back. Ian Bell had hit a 4 and thought he could go to his dressing room for drinks. But what he didn't know was that Praveen Kumar, who was fielding in the deep, had actually cut off the ball before it crossed the boundary lines. So it meant that the ball was not yet dead. Even Praveen Kumar was not aware of this. He casually threw the ball to MS Dhoni, who then passed it to Abhinav Mukund. Mukund, sensing these things, took the bails off the stump, technically meaning that Ian Bell was out. The umpires too confirmed this and he was ruled out. Everything that happened was technically correct, but was not within the spirit of the game. When the Indian team returned after tea, there was booing all over.
Trent Bridge crowd gave their verdict on the apparent spirit of the game.
But then the boos turned into cheers as the crowd saw Ian Bell making his way onto the pitch. MS Dhoni had decided to withdraw his appeal. Sportsmanship finally prevailed in the end.
And the crowd's boos turned to cheers in the most extraordinary moment of Test cricket.
He's had a little time to reflect and said he withdraws the appeal, and that's within his right to do so.
It is within his right to do so.
Number 2, Vettori and the Zimbabwe incident. Daniel Vettori played against Zimbabwe in 2012. During the match, he collided with the non-striker after bowling, but the striker was halfway across the crease trying to sneak a single. The Kiwis ran him out. Vettori quickly explained that he had blocked the non-striker and the Kiwis decided not to appeal for the wicket. For this gesture, Vettori was given the Spirit of the Year award by ICC.
Well, I think like all teams and all players, you go out there trying to win and win first and foremost, but hopefully along the way you can sort of stay within the boundaries of the spirit of cricket, and it's an incredibly hard thing to define, but trying to stay within the limits and play the game the right way. And I think if you can be recognised for that as well as playing good cricket, it's probably the ultimate goal for most cricketers.
Topping our list today, at number 1 is Gundappa Vishwanath and Bob Taylor. Gundappa Vishwanath is one of the legends of Indian cricket, and he is also famous for upholding the spirit of cricket. During the Jubilee Test back in February 1980, England was in dire straits when Taylor was adjudged caught behind by umpire Jiban Dhan Ghosh off Kapil Dev's bowling. However, Captain Vishwanath asked Taylor whether he had nicked the ball, and the English batsman replied in the negative. The Indian captain then called him back. This incident holds significance as no umpire or other officials were involved in the captain changing his decision. It was by pure spirit of the game shown by Vishwanath that this callback was made possible. What do you think of this top 5? Send us your comments and subscribe to Simbly Chumma. And if you have any suggestions for top 5 videos, please mail them to simblychumma@gmail.com.